What's up, guys? It's your boy Matt Pack 420 here with Life Liberty Gaming, and today we're going to talk about Sony making a good decision here. So it was announced a few days ago that Sony was going to shut down their PlayStation 3, their PlayStation Vita, and all their other online stores. But yeah, looks like they're going to be walking it back, and good. So this is coming straight from Jim Ryan. This guy's an asshead, but credit where credit is due. So let's get into this article. This quick little blog post he wrote here. Recently, we notified players for that PlayStation Store for PS3, PS Vita, and devices was planned to end this summer. Upon further reflection, however, it's clear that we made the wrong decision here. So today, I'm happy to say that we will be keeping the PlayStation Store operational for PS3 and PS Vita devices. PSP commerce functionality will retire on July 2nd as planned. The PSP is really old. But people still use the Vita. PS3, there are countries like Brazil that can't get the tech that we have, or well, they can, but it's extremely expensive. I believe the Nintendo Switch in Argentina costs $800 or $600. It's ridiculous. So they're still gaming on last gen stuff because it's just much more cheaper and much more attainable. Not to mention the libraries are way more vast for these people. So cutting off the online store for the PS3, that would hinder a lot of these people. When we initially came to the decision to end purchasing support for PS3 and PS Vita, it was born out of a number of factors, including commerce support challenges for older devices and the ability for us to focus more on resources on newer devices, whereas a majority of our games are playing on. We see now that many of you are incredibly passionate about being able to continue purchasing classic games on PS3 and PS Vita for the foreseeable future. So I'm glad that we were able to find a solution to continue operations. I'm glad that we can keep the pieces of our history alive for gamers and enjoy, while we continue to create cutting-edge new game worlds for PS4, PS5, and next generation of VR. Thank you for sharing your feedback. Yeah. So, now this is a massive win for the PlayStation community, and for those who advocate for game preservation, which is I'm one of those people. I would really like them to find a way to get PS5 to emulate PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. All one console, just like the Xbox trying to do. Because then you could sell those old classic games. Just resell them. Update them and resell them like Xbox is doing. Like, there's so much money to be made here that Sony is just poo-pooing here. Jim Ryan, look, I'm going to go ahead and criticize him again, even though this is a good decision. Jim Ryan is making shitty decisions for Sony. A lot of terrible decisions. This is a good decision, okay? But it's only because he got trolled into oblivion and into walking this back. Because a lot of people still use the PlayStation 3. Truthfully. You cannot emulate PlayStation 3 games on anything. It's like, you can on PC. That's the problem, right? Okay, Sony has refused to put any effort into trying to emulate PlayStation 3 games. They just have done no effort. Your PlayStation 4 can emulate PlayStation 2 games. Okay, I've got some PlayStation 2 games on there that I've downloaded that run off the hardware natively. But you can stream PlayStation 3 games. Ooh. The streaming there just isn't there yet. Okay, I have amazing internet, but it's not worth a crap to stream. Just not. Okay, streaming a game when I got a PC right in front of me, or I got the Switch right up here, I got the PlayStation or the Xbox or whatever right in front of me, just not doing that. So, Sony needs to figure out a way to preserve their legacy and preserve their games. See, I go into the local gaming store that sells retro consoles and new consoles and just everything and anything. I go up in there, and as time goes by, those PlayStation 3s, those PlayStation 2s, those N64s, those Nintendo GameCubes keep rising in price. That store opened about 7 years ago, and you could have gotten an N64 for cheap, $40. Now, those things are $100, $120, $140, depending on the variant. Same with those PlayStation 2s, okay? They're still relatively cheap. You can get one for like $60, but still, they used to be like $20 a few years ago, okay? So, retro gaming is at a high, because as time goes on, these consoles become more and more sparse. They start breaking down, less and less parts for these things. It's harder to find them. So game preservation is important, especially for a company like Sony that has the past 20, 25 years they've been the gaming company. Nintendo's been Xbox, Nintendo, they've been around, right? But since PlayStation 2, it's been dominated by Sony. The PlayStation 3 went down, but toward the end of the console era, they did end up outselling the Xbox. So even though I primarily play on PC and Xbox, I can recognize Sony has been the dominant player. But with decisions that they've been making, they're starting to slip. They're starting to slip. Now, if they can continue to walk back decisions and start doing things the right way, yes, they can keep that crown. But they need to get their act together and start figuring out ways to get their classic games to be playable. They need to quit being so damn anti-consumer. Okay, $70 for games, like $70 for games, yeah, whatever. I did a video on that way earlier, so I don't know. Looking at Game Pass looks more and more enticing. You get their first-party games on a subscription fee. Sony really needs to push that. That's going to be the innovation here. We're going to have subscription fees coming to these consoles here. Like, there's no way Sony's going to be able to compete with $70 games when they have their games on Game Pass. Okay, the show, like I said, is going to be on Game Pass tomorrow, and I'm going to be checking that out. So I may or may not do a video tomorrow, or if I do, you know what? So I'll be checking that out tomorrow. So definitely having a good time to be playing it on my Xbox, because why am I going to pay $70 for that when I can just play it on Xbox?
Yeah, it's Future Met here. It's 420, and yeah, the show's freaking awesome. Yeah, so back to your regularly scheduled video thingy.
Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. If you like what you see, like what you hear, go and like, share, subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter. I'm also on Gab, Minds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.